Alright. So we have the new Nanami update that just came out today. It reworked a lot of his abilities. It gave him a lot of SFX. But I'll give like a general overview, and then I'll also go over the ultimate, because they did a lot with his ultimate. So, the main changes that they made was absolutely to his special ability, his R, his ratio. So they changed its cooldown. They removed it by 2, like they made it 2 seconds less, basically. So you can spam it a lot more. And they also made it to where you have like this indicator around your eye whenever you use it. However, your opponents can't see the ratio bar anymore. And they kind of changed how it looks. So it used to just stick above their head, but now it kind of like goes diagonally around them. They didn't do a lot in terms of like VFX for crits. I mean, they made it to where your screen flashes black now. For all of them, I believe, yeah. They had a little more SFX to show like if you hit it with like the crit bar kind of breaking in half, which is pretty cool. The main changes they did was to cleaving whirlwind. End. They made this move way better. Used to, it was very hard to hit. Like you see I hit it there, like this. Oh yeah, I mean that didn't hit, but stuff like this that wouldn't hit back in the day. Like this probably wouldn't have hit back in the day. Not back in the day, but pre-update. Like it's much easier to hit. It's basically the same. I don't know. It's still, yeah, like it still works how it used to, where you can kind of use it to follow out of like an uppercut from your M1s. So it's still like I think what they said in the changelogs was they added a lingering hitbox to it, so I think it has like a much easier time hitting it. They gave blunt cut its own VFX now, and it also it seems like it charges a lot quicker too, so you can like see what charge it's at, and they also they gave VFX to the aerial as well. But yeah, that's mostly the base kit moves changed. I think they made him deal a little more damage, and he also gains ult a lot quicker now as well. His ult is the main thing that's different. I would say he's probably one of the coolest ults out so far, and he doesn't even have like all his moves. So like here's his startup, lots of war, and he has his own song too, which is great. So I'm gonna turn off cooldowns as well, like on cooldowns again. So he has one move called Ratio Breaker, and it's essentially a 2-hit combo. On the bottom, it shows a 1 out of 4. It actually shows the progress of the move. So it's actually 4 moves in one. Hitting it normally, it won't progress stages at all. However, if you hit with a black flash, then it progresses up a stage. And if you miss, then it'll go back to 1. And it doesn't matter what part of the move hits, as long as you hit them while they're marked. So let's go to like stage. Let's finish off the move. And he also has he has no cooldown on his R whenever he's in ultimate, so you can like spam it. So like boom, or like boom. So you can do like a pretty cool 1-2. If you were better, you'd be able to do that. Yeah, this one's pretty good. It's like an AoE kind of move. And then he has and his music changes as well. So like I think on his 3rd and his 4th stage, his music will progress further into the song. But on his 4th stage, he will do a cutscene move, and this move instantly kills. But like, let's test it on like an actual dummy. So against an actual dummy, it does. Let's see how much damage it does. Yeah, that's an instant kill right there. Boom, gone. Let's see what it does if I don't have the black flash variant, because all of these moves obviously are dealing more damage if you have the like ratio on them and do the black flash variant. I'm gonna use the 1. Still plays the cutscene, does significantly less damage, doesn't even instant kill. Overall, he's already pretty in depth, even though he has 1 move, and it's honestly not a bad ult. I mean, it heals him a lot more than most ults do. It will go on cooldown if you miss. So like if I miss this, it immediately, it'll go on a pretty long cooldown. If you hit the move, it's a different story. Yeah, like, it does not put the move on cooldown at all. So it really encourages you, like, chaining these into each other. Very hard to, it's very hard to do. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not a great Nanami player. You know, you chain it together like this. You can do like this into this, and you know, like, it's kind of hard to respond to. I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's not impossible, and you can do it mid-move. I just kind of missed. And he also gets this cool aura. Overall, really awesome ult. I'm really excited to see what they do with Nanami. Overall, really cool character. I can't wait to see what they do with his moves. I'm assuming not every move will be like the move he has out right now, where it'll have multiple stages. But I'm sure there's going to be some, possibly some setup moves. I think a cool move would be you hit it and it applies ratio instead of you needing to apply ratio. So it's like a guaranteed setup, maybe into a transitional or something. Or maybe they could lock some of his moves behind the different, like gaining the phases in his first move. Anyways, it'll be cool, and we'll see, you know, whenever he fully releases, how it'll be.